Hey folks, Damon at Black Warrior Lures here. Still working on the trailer. Got the winch on now, but that's not what the video is about. And I do have videos of that. People have been asking about the trailer and upgrades that I'm making to it. And the winch is a big one. I gotta have something that's gonna work, with the. But anyway, put up a post on the blog a few days ago about why. No, not why we can't fish. That was the last video. This one was about safety, boating safety. We get out here on the boats, especially down here in the south, it gets warm very quickly, and all I have on is, some thermal underwear, basically, and a little t-shirt, and it's, fairly temperate now. And once that first warm front comes around in February, usually around mid to late February down here in the south, oh my gosh, the boats just flood the boat dock and the boat landing. I mean, because everybody's just, cabin fever kind of deal. Everybody's wanting to get out the house and get out in the river and go fishing. But so, while you guys are kind of getting all your stuff ready for fishing, if some of us do take the winter off fishing, some of us don't. Just depends. But whatever you're doing, just consider these 24 things that I put together, and I'll just read them off here. I'll put a link to the blog post and there's there and first of all, of course, is the life jacket. Wear the daggum thing. Just wear it. They've got cool ones now. There's no excuse to get out there on the water without wearing a life jacket. Don't be cool like the guys on TV. They're getting paid, you ain't. Okay, well, maybe you are. Maybe you're buying my floats. maybe you're a professional outdoorsman. That's fine, but just wear the life jacket. It's for your safety. Another one is a throwable life jacket, a throwable device, and for boats that are a certain length, like this little 12-foot John boat I have, don't need it. But for boats longer than 16, you got to have a throwable device, just in case somebody does fall off in the water. It's a great supplement to the life jacket, or if you find someone else in distress, they'll have a way to get some help. Another one is a float plan. Tell folks where you're going. Tell them approximately when you'll get back, and that's just going to, and when you get back, make sure you tell them that you are back. Because I had several church ladies just worried to death because I got home, my back was hurting, hips hurting. I just went straight to bed. They just thought I was dead. They were, and finally around midnight, I ended up, emailing. Oh yeah, I'm back. I forgot. you know. So just tell them, you'll worry people to death because fishing is dangerous and they're scared. Another thing, get a whistle, just a basic loud orange kind of whistle, something plastic so it'll float, makes a loud sound. An air horn makes an even louder sound. Flares, it's a visual device because people are not always going to be able to see you. I mean, they're not always be able to hear you. I mean, some of these guys out there on the river, they got these big 220 horsepower motors and they're screaming down the river at 70 miles an hour. There's no way they're going to hear you over their motor. But a flare, they'll see that. Another thing is the marine distress flag. You put that flag up, you can get these at the Wally World. Put that marine flag up. Again, if they can't hear you, they see that flag, they see a flare, they'll come help. Let's see, another thing is your brain. Just keep your wits about you out there. Don't be drinking, don't be getting drunk out there. Don't be doing anything illegal, don't do anything stupid. Just, keep a, what I call number 10 here, we'll skip one because a healthy sense of fear, normally what I call common sense. Another thing is just boaters. If you're boating where other boaters frequent, then they'll be there to help you when because right now the water's really cold. Hypothermia can kick in, you can get killed out there. Fishing where other boaters fish can be helpful. I understand you want to get out there and fish your favorite spots that nobody knows about, and I do that all the time as well. But sometimes I will purposefully go fishing on Saturdays because I know there's going to be a lot of boaters out there, whereas I would prefer to fish during the week. And so if I fish 2 days this week, I'll probably do one of those days is probably going to be a Saturday. Forgive the wind. Like I told you, every time I come out here to record, the wind just decides to just, blow. I mean, I don't get it. But anyway, number 11. flotation boxes and bags, so you won't lose all your gear. I mean, I lost 2 Abu Garcia reels on the river when I capsized. Yeah, I did capsize. That's one reason why I'm doing this. But if you've got flotation in your gear, I was able to get my registration papers for the boat and had my, all that kind of stuff, no problem. Fire extinguisher, outboard motor, that's gasoline, internal combustion. If you got electric batteries and trolling motor, electricity and gasoline, that's a bad combination. Get a fire extinguisher, whatever the required. I think it's the BC type extinguishers that deal with grease fires and chemical fires, whatever. That's what you need, is the BC type. You can get them from, again, right, the Walling World at the sporting goods section. 3 methods of propulsion. I know an old Army rifle commander, ex-Army rifle commander, said he was really strict with his guys, his men. These young men be hanging off the trucks, trying to be Rambo or some crap, and they're doing backflips off the tanks, and somebody would slip and break a collarbone or break a neck. And it's like, what good is a soldier with a broken neck, right? So he implemented this system where he required all his men to have 3 points of contact, 2 feet and a hand all times, no matter what, if you're riding on that vehicle. So if long you have those 3 points of contact, you're very much less likely to get hurt. And that just inspired me to think about that in terms of safety in my own boating, in terms of the propulsion systems. What happens if the main motor goes out? How are you going to get back? If all you have is that one form of propulsion, it's unwise to be out there with nothing else. So what I do is I have my gas-powered mud motor as primary power, a backup set of oars, and then a paddle. Somebody's running dirt bikes. But anyway, and a paddle that backs that up. It's what it's like when you live in the country, folks. It's just like these people singing drag racing dirt bikes and 4-wheelers down the street, man. But anyway, so 3 methods of propulsion. And for you, it might be your main motor, your trolling motor, and you have a paddle. I mean, that's fine. Just get your 3 modes of propulsion. I've even seen a guy like at Muddy River Catfishing, if you go check out his channel, he has this big grapple and a rope so that he can just throw the rope in the trees and just pull himself back upstream if need be. And so that, again, it's another mode of propulsion. Weather report. Check the weather before you go out. Get your handheld radio. Check the weather while you're out there. Keep a look out in the sky. See if you have any cumulonimbus clouds. Those cumulonimbus clouds can be dangerous, and dangerous electrical storms. You don't want to be out there. And so just keep contact with that. And also, too, the generators at the dam, lake levels, current generator times. You can get to your power company. They usually have cool apps like that they can tell you what time they're going to be running the generators approximately. And that way you'll know the safer times to fish below the dam. Another one is just get you a GPS, some sort of personal locator beacon or satellite messenger. You can find out more about that on the website. These are basically hooked into the satellite systems, and you push a button, the cavalry's on its way when you get in trouble. They're okay, but I think a better option is just a good old VHF radio. It's a handheld type. You can get, it'll put you straight through the Coast Guard or Marine Police. They even have a panic button that you can set up. You have to take some paperwork, but if you get in trouble, you can push a button and it'll automatically send a digital signal to the Marine Police or the Coast Guard, exactly your boat, things like that, it's your situation. And also too, this gives you another kind of audio distress signal straight to the authorities. So VHF Marine Radio, the handheld ones are good. They float. You can get one of those. First aid kit, don't forget that. What's the point having you get out there, get cut real bad, you need to be able to take care of yourself. Waterproof blanket, just in case you get out there. That's what the old rifle commander mentioned to me. Water, you're in water, but you need fresh water to drink. So carry some Aqua Mira with you that can purify some water so you can drink. Because if the elements don't kill you, the dehydration can. Or carry a pump with you, water filter, whatever. Waterproof matches. Magnesium fire sticks or fire starters. Those things it's a piece of metal. Campers use it all the time, and it just makes sparks. Change your clothes. Get warm if you need be. Hand, foot, body warmers. This time of the year, those hunters use those body warmers really well. I love those things. I use them even when I go to sleep. And also, lastly, number 24 is a good knife, because you can I mean, I see sailboat guys get out here and they, sailboats have a lot of wires and lines and stuff, and if you capsize, they get tangled in the ropes. They got to have a good sharp knife so they can cut free and keep from getting killed. Because last thing you want to do is capsize and you get sucked underwater, and the anchor's wrapped around your leg and you can't get it loose. You need to have a sharp knife at the ready on your hip or in the front part of your body to do that. So those are 24 things that I put together as a sort of a safety thing to help you deal with emergencies out there on the water. So what do you guys do? What kind of equipment do you guys run on your boats to make sure things are safe? And you just leave the comments right down there. Either go to the blog, leave them, or right here on the YouTube page. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.